Okay, now that I have sent out the tweet, it's time to get started. Welcome to the stream. I stream live coding JitHub, but recently it has become a live coding GraphQL just because one of the query that we need in JitHub is converting, I'm converting it to GraphQL query. So it's a little bit easier. We used to make like 5 API calls just to get a 1 page worth of data, but now we can use GraphQL and it's much easier. But the sacrifice is that we have to write the whole GraphQL out ourselves, and it's a lot of work. But we are nearing the end, I promise. So the stream can finally be a little bit more interesting. So last time we finished the labeled event. So this time we're gonna keep going from there. We're gonna do the locked event. Yeah, I forgot how dreadful this is. Oh my god. What is lock reason? Oh, it's an enum, so we're already good. Next event. Where's my next event? Marked as duplicate event. Sounds good. Okay, so issue or pull request. Wow. This is okay, that's interesting. So I think I'm not too sure about this, but I think what I can do is that I can do this canonical oh, so I have to type name. Oh god. Okay, so with this, I think we need to do like this, right? On issue, we do ID, number, title, what else? Repository, which has its own ID, name, owner. It's like a user kind of thing. That's it, right? That's all we need to know for if it's an issue, and pull request. Simple pull request. These two are kind of the same, but I'm just afraid it's not gonna work if I do it like that. So yeah, this should be fine for canonical. Created add, yep. Duplicate, okay. Issue or okay, so this is pretty much the same thing. Okay, so let's actually do a fragment on this. I know it's another fragment, But you know, it's gonna be helpful when we do things. Why is everything shifted to the center? This is so weird, but okay. I mean, it's fine, I guess. Fragment, issue, or pull request fields. Yeah, I'll just do like all of these, right? Oh yeah, on issue or pull request. That's better. Okay, it's frozen. Okay, it's back. Welcome back. Welcome back. You were frozen. Okay, does that work? Yeah, no. Okay. And I just need this for whatever I was doing up there. Committer. What's the committer? Oh, okay. Yes, of course I did. Git actor. Yeah, alright, so fragment git actor git actor. We're gonna do this. Alright, and we're gonna copy this to here, and also do the same over here as well. No surprises. No surprises. Oh, please don't be stuck. Okay, okay, there we go. I think it's because the query is running too long. That should be fine. Can I go and duplicate? Okay, and we already have ID, and that's pretty much everything we need. Go back. That was for the duplication event, which ends over here. So let's go on to the next one. Mentioned event. Good, good, good. All sounds good. Mention event has just the basic things. And that's about everything we care about. Yeah, I never know what the database ID is used for. Like, I don't really need to know what is the, the primary key that they use for storing the database. Is kind of a security issue if they disclose that to me, but I just don't have any use on it. Okay, so merged merged event. Okay, and merged event, we should see something like, well, of course, ID, create, add, actor. It's all very boring. And then we have a commit, which is a little interesting, right? So we can do commit fields, merge ref, merge ref name. Yeah, that's fair, I think. Merge ref can be ref fields. Merge ref name. It's just a string. And that's actually about it, right? So for the merge event, yeah, I think that's all the information we need to display the event. So let's move on to the next one, milestone event. Like, this is why I like GraphQL. It has way more information than the REST API. So I don't have issues like, you know, someone referenced this request, but find out yourself. I don't know who referenced it. I don't know where they referenced it from, but this is different, right? So yeah, that's pretty good. On milestone, the event, and it's gonna be ID created add actor of user fields. Milestone title, subject. Do we have a milestone item? Oh, we. Can we do the same as issue or Proquest fields? It seems like the same thing. Yeah, they even accept it, so I think it's fine. That's it. That is it. After milestone, we have moved column in project event. Like, we don't even need this this thing, right? Like, or probably we do. You never know. Moved column in project event. It's very simple. ID created add actor, and nothing else really. Nothing else. After we move the column of the project, we are gonna pin the event. So let's see what we do in pinned event. Pinned event. It's pretty much the same, other than what is the issue that's associated with the event. So we're not looking at Proquest over here, basically, right? So yeah, what's the point? Yeah, let's still do it. And after that, we're gonna be looking at the issue for which we would have reference to already. I'm thinking, do I need this? Do I need issue in this? Do I really need it? Do I really need this? Actually, I do, right? So even though I don't display it in the pull request conversation view, I am going to make event template selector, and basically selects from a range of event templates, and all of them needs the correct information. So to answer my own question, yes, I do need this. So why don't we just go down and create this. This is issue of pull request, right? And this is just pull request, but we need to duplicate this to issue as well. So over here we need to duplicate it. Basically say fragment simple issue fields on issue, because you got the same thing as a pull request. I'm gonna just copy and paste whatever you have, and copy and paste this one into issue or pull request, and it's stuck again. Like, why do I even pay so much money for this computer? Okay, there we go. Spread thing this, and go up to where we were before, to basically say, oh, you got issues? That's good. Let's spread your issues. Okay, so that's it for this event. That's the pinned event. What's after the pinned event is the Proquest Commit. We've already done that. Commit thread, done that. Review thread, done those two. Revision marker, which I just realized that we may have to do latest point of Proquest timeline, which reviewer has seen the Proquest commits. Okay, so okay, so for this one, what I'm thinking is, because it has created it doesn't have a whole lot of information, right? So yeah, I'm not putting it here with the events because it's gonna be kind of confusing. So what I am gonna do is to scroll up to where I was first doing all of the events, and there we go. And that was the first. Okay, so after issue comment, we should do ... on pull request revision marker. Right, let's give it a proper definition. Last seen commit, and it's gonna be the commit fields. It's much easier now, right? For a pull request. Why don't we simple pull request fields? Okay, much better this way. And yeah, probably we're gonna do a revision after, so we can attach all the pull request. But for that one, we did attach it ourselves, so it's kind of confusing. But we'll find out a way, I promise, because if I don't find out a way, I'm screwed. That was after the pinned event, so let's go take a look what we have right now. So down here, ready for review event. What kind of event is that? Ready for review event ID, create add actor of user fields. Anything else? We have a request, which we don't need to attach just yet, right? This seems to be the pattern. Yeah, so for this okay, so for this one, we are kind of just winging it because it's the only place we're using GraphQL, so the template is gonna be modified to fit whatever GraphQL returns. But in the issues page where things are much different, I'm not too sure what to do over there right now. But I'll figure it out, hopefully, because they are pretty similar, right? So for the issues, I'm also doing the fetch of the whole conversation, and if the issue is big, and don't get me wrong, issues can be pretty big, there's going to be a lot of items in that REST API if I don't do pagination. So maybe the issues page is the other place where I switch everything to GraphQL. And that's already a lot of things on GraphQL. might I remind you, like, the app is not that big, it's not that complicated. So a lot of the things, if I convert them to GraphQL one by one, in the end, it'll all be GraphQL. That's kind of fun. So yeah, right here, I think we kind of nailed it. Moving on to the next event. I don't know what it is. Let's go take a look. Where are you? Oh, okay. So we're over here, ready for reviews, referenced event. Reference the event. And what are you? Yes, it's reasonably long. Commit repository. Okay, that's fair. Do we have a repository? I mean, spread? Nope. So for repository, I think we should have something very, very simple. So maybe we get the ID, get the name, owner is the user fields, and that's actually about it that we should get, because yeah, anything more than this is maybe created ad. No. We'll need more than this, right? We'll need more information from yeah, we'll look at what else we need when the time comes. But all we need if it's a private repo, right? No, we don't need that. Currently, that's all the information we need. All the information we need. Flipping back. Is okay. It's stuck again. Is cross repository is something direct reference subject, which will need to be expanded. Oh, so this can be spreaded with issue or pull request fields. Fair. So moving on to the next event. Can I resize this window? It's pretty annoying to do it this way. Okay, so after referenced event, we have a bunch of R's over here. So removed from project. Yeah, let's do that one. Removed from project. But we are nearing the end, I promise. I know this is a very dreadful thing to watch, and they don't tell me which project. This is... yeah. This is infuriating. And I swear to God, I should copy one of these and just paste it from places to places, so I don't have to keep doing these simple ones. Okay, after this one, we have another R, I presume. Removed from project. Rename the title. And it's gonna have these simple things first, and then we're gonna have, nope, not you. So the previous title, the current title, and the subject, which is gonna be ... issue or request fields. And that's that for the rename title event. After rename title event, we're gonna go to where we're gonna go. Reopened event, the best event in the world. Not okay. On reopened event, we're gonna just have the simple fields and closable. So something has been okay, something has been closed. We don't need to know that, right? Yeah, we don't need to know that. That's okay. On to the next event. Reopened. After that is review dismissed event. It's a sad day when you see this one. Review dismissed event. Don't hang out with the person who dismisses your review requests. Alright. I'm gonna paste in the basic things. And dismiss message. Previous review state. Gonna see what this is. It's a enum, so we don't have to do anything. Proquest will attach that. Next up, we have Proquest Commit. Commit. Proquest Commit. Do we have a fragment for this? I don't think I'm ready. Okay, Proquest Commit. Let's see. Who? Nope. Nothing come to mind. Proquest review. Alright, you asked for it. Proquest Commit basically contains... Alright, you know what? Let's just do it inline right here. Doesn't seem like it's worth it to do another fragment as of right now. So that's the Proquest commit. We can flip back and see that we still need to do another thing, which is the review. So let's do the review. And review is gonna be simple. So let's do ID. That's it. That's all we need right now. So we're gonna say this review has been okay. So let's see if review has like a title thing. Does not. So let's just do like a owner or creator. No, user. What is it? Progress review. Author. There we go. Author is basically a user. So that's it. That's it for everything. That was the review dismissed event. A very sad event, right? So review dismissed event. Review request removed event. Review request remove the event. So this is after the sadness, right? Like someone dismissed you, so you, you just remove it. Sad day indeed. So we're gonna have the reviewer. What is that? Oh, a mannequin. Do they have logins? They have logins. Team? Do you have logins? I just want to know if you have logins and an avatar URL, then I don't have to do too much. Nope, you don't. So now what? I have to do this basically. Fragment. Reviewer feels it's weird. Pull request reviewer. Nope. Request reviewer. All right. Is it not a thing? Request reviewer. Okay. Mannequin. I'm sure they have logins, right? And oh, come on, don't be stuck. Why'd you do this to me? Yeah, avatar URL on team. So on team, yeah, so there's must be a team name, either ID. Yep. What else? I don't really know. For teams, yeah, I don't really care. So let's just do that. Do they have avatar URL? Yep, they have it. Oh, you're doing this to me. Fragment team fuse on a team would be these three things. So I can spread it over here. Oh, please don't be stuck. I don't know why it does this. Like normal user will just be user fields, right? Can I just do user fields over here as well? Like, okay. Mannequin fields on mannequin. Alright, let's just do whatever we have to do to get through? Why are you so slow? Why? What? Okay, so this is confusing. I never knew that this would be a problem, but it seems like it is a problem that we have to face. Should we just do yeah, that's the worst. Man, that is the worst. That is the actual worst. So let's do team avatar fulfilled by avatar, and this will be mannequin avatar fulfilled by avatar. It's annoying. That's what it is. It's very annoying. It's annoying that GraphQL does this, because I don't see any reason that they do this, because it's not like the types, different types of the returned object are gonna appear together, and you know, it doesn't seem like there's gonna be a conflict of names. Hi, hello, thank you. Hope you're doing well as well. Welcome to the stream. Let's see. So for the review, request removed event. Finally, we have the request reviewer that we just did. Request reviewer, we can finally start this one and have it working. So that's the last of this event. Moving on to the last event that start with R. So for this one, it is ... on review requested event, I guess. So it's gonna be let's see what we copied before. I think this one. Yep. Oh, so it's pretty much the same as being removed. So that's it. That's the whole thing. Next we're gonna move on to the next one, which is subscribed, and then we only have transferred, unassigned, unlabeled, unlocked, yada yada yada, until we finish with you. And that's all the events we have. Dreadful, but rewarding, you know. ... on subscribe to event. And it's gonna be, let's just copy this again. And what is the subscribable? Yes, ID. Viewer can subscribe. Oh, I see. So for okay, yeah. So subscribed events by itself, like this is all we need. All we need to say is that this user subscribed to this pull request, because we already know it is a pull request. The reason why we know is that this is the only place we're using GraphQL. So as of right now, I don't see any reason to add too much data to this query. So we can move on to the transferred event. Transferred event. We're gonna have the same basic things plus the from. Not you. From repository is gonna be spreaded from repo fields. And that's that. Unassigned. Got it. So unassigned is unassigned event. Copy the basic things. And then we have assignable and assignee. We know the assignable is just pull request. So that's fine. We need to know the assignee, right? And assignee is basically, I hate this. I actually hate it. Oh my God. So we're gonna have another thing that's like this, but we need more bot and organization. Okay. Fragment bot fields on bot. What do you have? How surprising. You have login and you have, let's call it bot. Please don't get stuck. Avatar URL fulfilled by avatar URL, and that's for bot. Fragment teams, no. We want organization. So organization fields on organization should have okay. What is this? Can we say login? Yes, we can. It's stuck again. I think this is getting longer and they're not letting me type anymore than we already have. Do they have avatar? They do. So let's do org avatar URL fulfilled by avatar URL, and that's all we're gonna have. That's all we're gonna have. All right. And from here we're gonna have a fragment of assignee fields on assignee, and we're gonna be like ... on mannequin. It's stuck again. I hate this so much. Why are you so slow? Bot fields on organization is gonna be ... organization fields, and last but not least on user ... user fields. Happy? You happy now? You tortured me so much. You're making me do all of this. Okay, so assignee. All of that so we can do a simple spread. Worth it. Okay, worth it. Over here we finally done the unsigned and assigned event, and now we're moving on to the unlabeled event. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be the same as the labeled event. Yeah, pretty much. So copy that, basic nonsense. And we have a label, which we can do label, I presume. Yeah, and that's about it. On to the next event. Unlocked. Unlocked event is just a basic event, so nothing special. Alright, nothing special. Unmarked as duplicate. That's interesting. Alright, so canonical is issue per request. Duplicate is also issue or no. Yep. Issue per request, and we also have is cross repository, and that's everything. Okay, we're closing the end. I'm getting so excited. So unpinned event. Is the basic nonsense with issue. That's unpinned. After unpinned, we have unsubscribe, unsubscribe, unsubscribe. It's just a basic nonsense. Right? Subscribable is itself. And now, moving on to the last event, we have user blocked event. Nice. Let's get our basic nonsense. Let's see, we have a subject. It's also a user. We have duration, which is surprisingly a new type of things, but nope, it's just enum. So, oh my god, I think we're good. Just see how long this thing is. My god. This query is 900 line long, and I don't know if it's worth it. All the fragments alone, it's like, how many lines? Like 230 lines. 230 lines of fragments, and the actual query is 700 line, and it's just, it blows my mind, man. It blows my mind that we have to use this. Probably not have to. But you know, it's what we've come to this far, basically. And this is mind-blowing, right? Okay, so let's see. We need a string number first, and that's it. So I think what we need here is owner to be myself, name to be Vader, number to be 23, and first to be 50. Yeah, we can do fetch. We'll just watch it crash. It did not crash. Let me remind you that, alright? It didn't crash. This is truly something of something, alright? I don't often pat myself on the back, but this is truly something. Oh no, this is cool. I mean, we're gonna have to look at the data to see if we do have everything in here, but man, this is cool. Is there a way to like insert a schema inside of this document so that I can type it over here instead of here? Is this it's just not very helpful over here. So let's see if we can have some extensions to do that. GraphQL. So is this the one that I installed? I think it is. So what does it allow me to do? Features, lots of new information. Okay, so general features, load the extension. Validating against schema. So that's probably what we're looking for. We just need to figure out how to do schema, right? So basically looking for somewhere schema.graphql documents. All right, so we need this line somewhere. And that's fine. That is totally fine. We are opening it here, and I think we can do one over here. I'm not too sure. Yeah, so I think it's only gonna be run over here. So let's just do like a GraphQL rc.yml. That's what you're looking for, right? GraphQL rc. Pretty good. Where's your schema? All right, here's the schema. Oh, we already have it. Okay, never mind. We probably have it somewhere around here. So that's it, right? That's the file. That's a long file. We'll have to look at it. So over here, basically, all we have to do is to do this. Schema.docs.graphql. Can it be validated? It's not validating yet. What are you doing? So how do I get validation? Do I have to reload? Yeah, maybe reload, right? Is it working now? Oh, I think it's working. Okay, that's pretty cool. What's wrong with subject? Alright, so yeah, it's kind of working now, right? And when it is working, it's really, really annoying. This is annoying. This is really annoying. Oh my god. Connected event has a subject and I guess disconnected has a subject and they're like the same. So this one is what with user? Okay, why don't we do this connected subject fulfilled by subject. Would that work? And this is connected subject fulfilled by subject. Alright, that fixes it. What's wrong over here? Ah, milestone. So this one is also, that's okay. Let's do milestone subject. Alright, fulfilled by subject. So right here it's referenced subject fulfilled by subject, and down here it is renamed subject fulfilled by subject. You happy now? Okay, so that should be the whole thing. Oh man, this is boring. This is boring. Oh my god. Working on this is boring. We know the result is probably very rewarding, but man, oh man, this is boring. Okay, so for now it doesn't really allows me to click into it, but You know what? I'm fine with it for now. Let's do this. So we're gonna see something first. Well, first of all, we need some definitions in C#, and that's gonna be all of this, right? That's gonna be all of this fragments thing over here. It's annoying. I admit it. It's annoying. But they are what we need, basically. Okay, yeah. If we're gonna finish this, might as well finish it, you know? So let's get to work. So over here we'll have some common classes. I think the conventional naming, the naming convention I started still counts, I think. So for things that has ID, I'll just still use this ID thing. User didn't really change. We have users, right? So let's put the other few over here as well. We have I'm gonna try to put these classes in different files a little bit later, but right now it doesn't make sense to put them in different folders if I'm gonna jump between them all the time, right? So, and they're like super short classes. They might as well be records. If I can use C#10, but this is C#7 point something, so it doesn't have that feature. But it's okay. The performance should be good enough for our application without switching class to record. It's certainly going to be much better than using JavaScript, right? So I don't know why like JavaScript got so popular. Like there's a way for you to do like native apps even on the web these days, so you kind of don't ever need JavaScript ever again. And if like it's just my opinion, like if the whole industry decides, you know, like JavaScript is slow, it's unreliable in a way, right? Like otherwise why would we have TypeScript and all those building blocks of the modern web if JavaScript is reliable enough by itself? So it's unreliable, it's slow, it consumes more energy than a compiled static typed language, and we have to do all those extra things on top of JavaScript just to make it usable by developers, just to increase developer productivities basically, right? And why don't we as an industry agree that WebAssembly is the future, so we can write native apps that runs at near native speed on every modern browsers, and while we at it, we can render using whatever rendering engine we want, right? Like we don't have to render to any native things. We can still render to HTML. Like HTML was never the problem. JavaScript is, right? So we can render to whatever it is that we want, but using JavaScript as the code execution engine is just slow. Like you're not doing anything optimized at that point. And if WebAssembly is basically already here and frameworks like Blazor is here, I see little to no reason to stick to JavaScript for the whole industry, not for a company, right? Like for a company, there's plenty of reasons to use JavaScript because you can say, oh, JavaScript, it has a good ecosystem we can rely on, and the the job market is full of JavaScript applicants. So yeah, it makes sense for a company to stick with it. But if the industry, I say that as that's anything that's easy to do. It's not, right? It's hard. But if the industry can move off of JavaScript, it'll be so nice. It'd be so nice. Yeah, that's all I have to say about this. Okay, let's do team first. Team DTO. And it's pretty much the same, other than actually it's not the same. And it's gonna have a, okay, so this is how we're gonna do it. So let's say we have a string of avatar URL that we can get and set. That sounds good, right? And we have another one. Basically, we call it, okay, my computer's getting slow. Team avatar URL, and we are implementing it somewhat differently. So this will be fulfilled by get will get the avatar URL, and set will be setting the avatar URL. So basically it's the setter and getter of the actual property. We do it this way because we want to unify all of the interfaces, but when the data comes in, they are going to deserialize using team's avatar URL instead of avatar URL, if that makes sense. After this one, we can do mannequin. And mannequin, oh my god, I hate this. It's pretty much going to be the same. Public class mannequin DTO. And let's just say it extends from the user DTO, right? But what's different is that we have a public string of mannequin avatar that gets from the avatar URL and sets using the avatar URL equals to value setter. How's that? Right, so this way, yeah, it's kind of similar, right? So after avatar, we can do bots. Bots is gonna be the same. So is organization, all right? Yeah, I hate this, but what are you gonna do, right? What are you gonna do? Somehow I'm getting statics in my headphone, but that's fine. I'll keep going. So public class bot DTO. It's a user DTO. And basically we do this, and instead of that we say bot. All right, same goes for organization. We copy and we paste and we say, the hell. There we go. So organization DTO. All right. After that, we need a few interfaces, right? So these will be interfaces. Which is annoying. Okay, so let's do some kind of interface over here. Let's call it loginable. And there's only gonna be one thing. It's a string, and we're gonna call it a. So basically, we have type name. Yep. So it is double_ type name. Get and set. All right. And all of y'all needs to implement this. All right. Doesn't implement it. Why? Okay. I mean, if we do that, it should be fine. So user is loginable, so everything extends from user should be fine. So our organization, bots, and mannequins are okay. Teams is not, so let's also do that. No, not you. Loginable. And we're gonna, do I need to implement it? Yeah, I need to implement it. And we're just gonna do this, and that's all we need right now. So for reviewers field, or the assignee fields, we're just gonna put loginable and let these things resolve themselves, I think. Yeah, after that, we need to implement another one. So issue or pull request, we're gonna do the simple issue fields and simple pull request fields. What I think is not very helpful is that for these ones, I would much prefer if they contains the real object instead of just some placeholders with the most basic things. But what are you gonna do? Deployment is annoying, but still we gotta have it. Actually, I'm thinking about deserializing, is there a way for us to pass in an interface and let the deserializer to resolve itself? I don't really know. C# JSON deserialize interface. Okay, so I'm just trying to see what are my options. So when I do need to convert from JSON, so deserializing the JSON into Java, no, into C# objects, I need to be able to basically pass in an interface and let the JSON object to be resolved into each object, each classes basically. So it's kind of hard is what I'm getting here. Okay, so this might be exactly what we want, right? So in the deserializer, we pass in basically a converter, and every time we read in the converter with the interface, we can read, because we have defined this type name over here, so we can just, where is it? We can, based on the type name, return a different concrete class name, basically, right? So that's something. I mean, and this is like very clean, I think. A very clean way of doing things. By the way, if if the GitHub API has its own method of doing this, that'd be great, right? So have to implement it myself. Okay, so now that we know this would work, let's continue on to implementing our classes and interfaces. So yeah, we have ID, iLoginable, all of the users, teams, mannequin, bots, organization. Alright, so everything down here, I would say, is handled, right? So for simple issue or simple pull requests, what I would suggest myself to do is to we need to align these two, basically, because whichever case that may count, we only need one of these, right? Yeah, so what we can do is or you know what, it's we should do it the right way. So let's do it like this. So for this is repo, after repo we're gonna have pull requests. Okay, simple, let's call it simple issue DTO is IDable, so let's do ID for it, and it's gonna have integer. And it's just called repositories. Repository. Alright. And that's it. So repository has name and owner has all of that. Makes sense. And for simple pull request DTO, it's gonna implement simple form data, no, simple issue DTO, and that's about it. It doesn't have any of its own things. So let's go down to where we are actually using it. So over here we have this thing called it's an interface, right? It's an interface. And we're gonna call it Untitled. And it's gonna have only one thing, type name. Okay, and oh, I know. Okay, so you just define this, but you shouldn't have the implementation, right? Oh, okay, that's fair. Okay, so let's use that here. Issuable. And copy this over here. Okay, that seems alright. And yeah, page info is already there, so it's kind of like our fragments here. Okay, do we have like a comment thing? Yeah, but now we have way more, right? So we have the user as the author, and there's also the editor, author association, which I don't really know what it is. Comment association. Okay, I think it's an enum, like an actual enum. Let's see what those enum looks like. So yeah, I would really like to see a comment if it is possible. Yeah, so they come in the form as a string, so we can kind of parse it into a enum. Okay, let's put those things into here, but first I think we should do this. Let's find author association somewhere. I think it's in comments right over here. Comment association. Yeah, basically we're gonna need all of this, right? And we're gonna need it in here. So we're gonna do this, and let's have an enum somewhere at the top. All right. It's called author association. All right, and there, and here. Nope, here. What? So these ones need this basically, and need to comment out these ones. And for the author association, we're going to go down here where we are defining our comments, and we're just gonna modify the comments a little bit more. So we have author that we already know. What we don't know is public author. No. Author association. So gonna be author association, right? No spelling mistakes. Okay, after that we have a body, which we do. We have created ad. Don't really have a ID on this one, so I'm not sure if that's something we need to. But that's fine. That's fine. So mostly what we're doing here is that we are assembling things that we're gonna use later. And yeah, boy, oh boy, do we have a lot of things to assemble. Okay, what do we change? What's the change over here? Okay, yeah, that was my bad. Go up to where the comment is. We also have an editor. Oh wait, what did you do? Comment. Okay. So public user DTO editor, basically. And created ad, It's gonna be followed by last edited at, and one more time to be updated at, and the viewer did author. Okay. Yeah, we don't need reactions on this one anymore. So it's public bool viewer did author. That's it, right? Body created at, last edited at, updated at, author, editor, author association, viewer did edit. It's pretty much everything we need in a comment fragment. Okay, actually we are running a little bit out of time for this one, but I'll see if I can do a little bit of this offline so we don't have to suffer through the the dreadfulness in the stream anymore, and hopefully finally we'll be able to actually compile JitHub and see some UI in the next stream. Today is eventful to say the least, because we were able to finish at least the definition of the whole query. There's probably going to be some tweaks in the future, but I think the foundation is really good right now, and being able to moving on finally to the C# world it just makes me so much happier. And like, I know C# is like not loved by everyone, but it does have a very, very solid fan base, and a very healthy, friendly community around it. I love the C# community. I love the .NET community. Everyone's super helpful. Everyone's super friendly. And the ecosystem is good, so every time I move to other languages, I miss C# so much. So yeah, I'm glad that we're finally moving back to the C# land. Huge challenges ahead of us, just for converting everything back to C# for one thing, and the second thing is that we have to get everything right for it to be parsed correctly, and another thing is that we have to really start defining what the UI would look like with this new shape of data. Maybe we massage the data a little bit so it's suitable for our UI, or maybe we massage the query a little bit to make it returning a shape of data where we don't have to do so much massaging anymore. But whatever it's gonna be, we are going to figure it out. But until then, please subscribe to my channel, follow me on Twitter, follow me on GitHub, check out GitHub in the Microsoft Store if you're interested. You definitely will if you use GitHub a lot on Windows. It's one of the nicest looking app you can get on Windows right now. So yeah, with that, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.